Okay, today we are diving deep into let's get really clear on what twin flames are, why it happens, why you cannot treat the journey like a normal relationship, otherwise it'll just keep you in separation, why this is an activation, why Kundalini activates, why the core wounds activate. This is not pink fluffy fantasy dreamy videos that will keep you in that pain, keep you in that endless looping. This is direct teachings that I hope help you shift. Now, if you're wanting to work deeper with me, if you're wanting to really shift on this journey, then my website is there. It gives you all the information to really shift on your journey. Okay. So let's go into the basics first of all before we go into consciousness, Kundalini, and how that and why that activates. So before we come down on this earth, we are all at source, divine, whatever label you want to put on it. It's divine, source, God, frequency. Okay, we all come from that one essence, that one frequency, that light energy. When you were incarnated here, okay, you and your divine counterpart came in, and you may have come in separately. There may be different in ages. Remember, soul is formless. It is ageless. It is timeless. So ages do not matter on this journey. Once you are incarnated into earth, you come down in two bodies. At soul recognition, this is when the soul recognizes itself in the other being. And this is when really the divine feminine and the divine masculine is really anchored in. This is when the chasing and the running frequency is anchored in. Now, you may be male and still identify as the chasing energy. How do you know if you're divine masculine, divine feminine? Divine feminine, you are the one searching information. You are the one left in pain. Divine masculine is running. They are ignoring, there may be blocking, ghosting, just not fully showing up. They are the running energy, however that looks for your connection. So, you both hold the same signature. You both hold the same essence. You both hold the same, completely the same frequency and energy. When you have soul recognition happens from the eyes, because the eyes are the windows to the soul. When you see your divine counterpart, what you see is your own essence frequency, vibration coming back at you. The voice is also a vibrational match and frequency. Now, you may sound different, but the frequency, the energy is the same. Also feel touch, and you don't need to physically touch, it is the vibration. Once this gets activated, this is when the runner chasing starts. Now, where is the polarity? You probably hear people talk about duality, polarity. That happens at the body and the mind. You are a three-part being. You are the soul in every single lifetime. It's just in this lifetime, you have come down in two incarnations. In the next or the previous, it may have been one. You are the same soul frequency. Soul is formless, but you have two bodies and two minds. That is where the polarity comes from. But this says consciousness, by the way. You come from the same essence, but we all come from the same consciousness. We all come from source. It's just that once we are earthbound, consciousness is moving through us. And so all these little dots that you can see, if you think about this as a board, and these are holes, the light, the frequency, consciousness is shining through each and every one of us. But you and your divine counterpart, what is shining through is exactly the same soul essence. Now, you believe it is just the love of your life, but it's actually the vibration, it's the God essence that you are feeling and sensing that matches your own God essence. And so you have to learn how to balance the energy and the frequency here in the 3D. If you don't learn how to balance it, then you stay in this endless loop and pain. How do we do that? Well, when we are incarnated here, okay, we come from that one frequency, that divine, that God essence frequency, that wholeness. But as you are earthed here, as you are born, you come into that individuality. And this also activates core wounds. Or when I say activates, they, through life experiences, this life, previous lives, you take on core wounds, fear, shame, guilt, anger. These are within you. Now, this journey is an activation, and those core wounds are activated, and the Kundalini is activated to help dissipate them. At first, when those core wounds are activated, this is a bridge to God, to divine source frequency. You want to go to therapy. You want to look outside of yourself. You know, the bridge is always seeking outside of the self, seeking peace, seeking love, seeking that God source divine essence. And you may try and search for it in therapy. And not that these are bad things at all, and they can help with the journey, but they still are seeking outside of the self, when this journey is an inward journey. So therapy, plant medicine, you may seek it, psychics, relationship coaching, you know, even healing, looking outside of the self. But on this journey, what gets activated as well as soul recognition, that heart chakra gets activated, and the fear-based energy. The fear-based energy activates your core wounds. Also, what gets activated is the Kundalini. Once activated, now the Kundalini is gifted to you at birth, lays dormant at birth. But once that Kundalini, your Shakti now is dancing through and activating all your core wounds in your chakras. It's also the Ida and the Pingala is now starting to weave, is now starting to dance. So you can feel all this powerful energy rising within you as it is dissipating and moving through your chakra system. Now, in order for you to connect to your divine counterpart, you have to raise your frequency into that higher frequency of consciousness, into that God frequency, because this is an activation. You're now on an awakening path. You're now walking the path of enlightenment, but your core wounds are activated. Wherever your core wounds are there, they will keep you in that lower frequency. You know, the one that David Hawkins shares, the graft of moving into that higher state of frequency, that higher state of consciousness. But how do you move through this energy? Well, it's about feeling it. It's about allowing it to move through you, not to ignore it. So shame, guilt, rage, you know, that fear-based frequency is activated. And that is another thing that happens at soul recognition. Once that soul recognizes itself, it then activates that fear-based frequency, which puts up that energetic wall. It is only through you connecting inwardly and starting to do the work that you can come into that union frequency, that God divine source frequency, and that God divine source frequency connects you back to that one soul essence. And how do you magnetize your divine counterpart in? Through source divine soul frequency. If you need more help and support, my website is there.